pick for carbohydrates to consume each day and for to stay away from. Over 60. The wrong carbohydrates can ruin you. They damage the intestines, increase blood sugar, and subtly impair cognition, muscles, and stroke. According to a large study, they raise the risk of diabetes by 70%. Cereal, bread, crackers, even healthy carbohydrates deplete energy and hasten aging, even though the majority of seniors use them on a daily basis. Without realizing it, this video lists in order of least to most potent and damaging, the for best carbohydrates to consume every day and the for worst that age you fast. Early dementia and heart failure are at the top of the worst list. Thus, remain. It's most likely in your kitchen. All of this is supported by science, as seen in the references below. How old are you and where are you watching from? We're responding to everything. The fourth best carb comes first. Most people are fooled by it. Green peas come in fourth. Despite their simplicity, green peas are a powerful, often overlooked, muscle-saving carbohydrate for seniors. Soluble fiber and resistant starch, which are found in green peas, slow down digestion, stabilize blood sugar, and lessen insulin spikes, which are more frequent after age 60. Peas do more than just balance sugar, though. They facilitate the repair of muscles. Most people are unaware of this. Peas are one of the few vegetables high in carbohydrates that contain leucine, a branched-chain amino acid that promotes muscular building. After age 60, your body becomes catabolic, which means it loses muscular mass more quickly than it gains it. In the absence of leucine-rich carbs, this breaks down more quickly. According to a 2022 nutrition study, seniors who consumed green legumes, such as peas, at least 3 times a week maintained 14% more muscle mass over a 2-year period than those who did not, even in the absence of physical exercise. Green peas help metabolize glucose by protecting your intestines. One phytonutrient that reduces intestinal inflammation is cholesterol. Even healthy carbohydrates are more difficult to digest when your stomach is upset. Therefore, avoiding fiber-rich plant starches like peas often makes seniors who have flatulence or inflamed bowels feel worse. Inadequate gut health hinders the absorption of nutrients, resulting in fatigue, aches, and dizziness. To get the most benefit, don't cook them until they are mushy. Instead, add garlic and olive oil and steam softly. This enhances absorption and maintains fiber and phytonutrients. Green peas transcend boundaries. These specific anabolic carbohydrates aid in muscle restoration, inflammation reduction, and fatigue prevention for older adults. To see the change, add them back into your diet 3 times a week. Third, steel-cut oats aren't just for breakfast. They safeguard the metabolisms of the elderly. Steel-cut oats maintain blood sugar levels for hours and release glucose gradually. It's important after 60, unlike instant or rapid-cook products. Steel-cut oats' delayed absorption helps your pancreas rest and preserve the hormonal balance. Your body needs to stay energetic and intelligent when insulin resistance sets in, and most carbohydrates elevate blood sugar. Steel-cut oats are made even more distinctive by beta-glucan, a specific soluble fiber that is only present in high concentrations in minimally processed oats. Numerous studies show that this substance enhances the integrity of the intestinal barrier, lowers LDL cholesterol, and lowers systemic inflammation. According to a 2023 meta-analysis published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, persons over 60 who ate 1 bowl of steel-cut oats daily saw a 15% reduction in LDL cholesterol and C-reactive protein, an inflammatory marker associated with stroke, arthritis, and cognitive decline. The fact that beta-glucan controls immunity is even more unexpected. Immune cells slow down around age 60, which lengthens recovery times and increases the risk of infection by bifidobacteria, which produce short-chain fatty acids that heal your stomach. Control cravings and increase serotonin are among the beneficial bacteria that oats support in your colon. A 15-minute carb boosts immunity, mood, and digestion. To get the most out of steel-cut oats, stay away from processed milk and brown sugar. Instead, use water or unsweetened almond milk. Antioxidants like flax seeds or berries and cinnamon. To control blood sugar, steel-cut oats are not just good for your heart. Elderly people are actively protected from the inside out by very few carbohydrates. If you're sick of slow mornings, brain fog and sugar crashes, oats might be the daily habit your body needs. Second, sweet potatoes are more than just delicious. White potatoes, one of the most complete and senior-friendly carbs in the world, raise blood sugar levels and offer minimal nutrition, whereas sweet potatoes offer complex, slow-burning carbohydrates that keep your body going without overwhelming. Insulin. This is especially important beyond age 60, as even slight spikes in blood sugar can result in vascular damage, impaired vision, and chronic fatigue. Most seniors lack beta-carotene, a plant pigment that your body converts to vitamin A, which is abundant in sweet potatoes. Vitamin A improves skin, eyesight, and immunity. According to a 2020 Frontiers in Aging study, older adults who regularly consumed orange-fleshed vegetables, including sweet potatoes, experienced reduced rates of retinal degeneration, better cognition, and fewer colds. It's not simply the carbohydrates from sweet potatoes, they are protected by their packaging. More still, the starch in sweet potatoes is resistant, particularly when cooked and refrigerated. Good colon bacteria, which are fed resistant starch, generate butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that lowers the risk of colon cancer, strengthens the intestinal barrier, and reduces inflammation. Seniors with poor digestion, leaky gut, or symptoms similar to IBS can benefit from replacing processed carbohydrates. With chilled sweet potatoes, they also include potassium and magnesium, two electrolytes that are depleted with aging or medication, are necessary for cardiac rhythm and muscle contraction. Your doctor might not have mentioned sweet potatoes as a treatment for heart rhythm problems or leg cramps at night. To get the most out of them, roast them whole, skin on. Don't cover them with sugar or marshmallows. They're anti-inflammatory, and blood sugar lowering qualities are enhanced with a pinch of turmeric or cinnamon. Sweet potatoes are more than just a carbohydrate source. You can maintain your brain and vision, stabilize your blood sugar, and fortify your intestines in a single mouthful. First, lentils. There is more to lentils than just plant-based protein. The ideal carbohydrates for seniors to consume on a regular basis are these. Complex carbs, soluble fiber, and minerals found in these meals help to balance blood sugar, repair aging tissues, and lower the risk of chronic diseases by more than 30%. Unlike processed carbohydrates, which cause inflammation and energy crashes, lentils balance mood, digestion, and glucose. Why they are more important after age 60. The glycemic index of lentils is low. As a result, they hardly increase blood sugar. Your body's energy makers, the mitochondria, slow down as you age, so long-lasting energy is crucial. According to a 2021 study published in the British Journal of Nutrition, older adults who ate lentils 3 times a week had better cholesterol ratios, lower fasting glucose, and higher insulin sensitivity than those who did not. More significantly, prebiotic fiber from lentils supports the intestinal bacteria. Over 60, the diversity of your gut flora drastically declines, associated with joint discomfort, mental apathy, and immunological malfunction. By generating the anti-inflammatory propionate and acetate that shield the gut lining, lentil fiber helps to restore the microbial equilibrium with a thicker gut barrier. Seniors absorb more nutrients, cleanse better, and have less bloating and inflammation after meals. Most seniors lack iron, folate, and magnesium, which lentils supply. Red blood cells are strengthened by iron. Magnesium soothes the neurological system and promotes bone and muscular growth, while folate fixes DNA and the brain. For women over 60, folate is necessary to preserve cardiovascular and memory health. The advantages of lentils are enhanced with anti-inflammatory spices like cumin, garlic, and bay leaf. Lentils that are dried or lightly processed are preferable to those that are canned and heavily salted. Brown and green lentils are tougher, but red lentils cook the fastest. In soups, stews, cold salads, and other dishes, they offer a daily carbohydrate that white bread cannot. The 4 worst carbohydrates that seniors should never consume are listed. After learning about the 4 ideal carbohydrates that support your body, safeguard your muscles, and maintain your energy levels after the age of 60. Let's start with a well-known favorite that ages your body in silence every day. 4th, since white sandwich bread doesn't have to be sweet, it's one of the worst staples of the senior diet. The majority of those over 60 grew up eating white bread for salad, soup, lunch, and breakfast. But the diet of today is very different from that of your parents. The bleached, ultra-fine flour used in modern white bread digests more quickly than sugar, resulting in a noticeable jump in blood sugar levels within minutes. Spikes are more important beyond age 60. Eating white bread every day raised the risk of type 2 diabetes by 29% and heart disease by 16%. According to a 2021 diabetic care study that looked at overweight people over 60. Why? As you age, your blood sugar stays elevated for longer because your pancreas slows down and cells become insulin resistant. This silent storm depletes brain cells, damages blood vessels, and irritates neurons. White bread contains virtually no fiber, which makes your gut microorganisms hungry. Inflammation, delayed digestion, and immune system failure are all results of weak microbiomes. Regretfully, the majority of white breads include hydrogenated oils, added sugars, and so-called enhanced flours, which deceive your body into thinking it is full while promoting the illnesses you are attempting to prevent. If you eat white bread for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, your body will lose the sugar war. The solution is to use stone-ground whole grain bread with 3 grams of fiber per slice, or 100% sprouted grain bread. Examine each label. Multigrain is useless, and wheat is only sufficient if it is the first ingredient. Giving up white sandwich bread could be your largest change this year if you want steady energy, better focus, and real protection against diabetes and stroke. Please click the bell icon, like, and subscribe if you enjoy the video so that others won't miss it. The 3rd is that rice cakes are healthy, light, and crispy. However, one of the most misleading and dangerous carbohydrates for seniors is rice cakes. Rice cakes contain very little fat, fiber, or nutrition, but they do release sugar into your system. Your blood sugar rapidly rises and falls after eating them in a few minutes. Recurrent increases after age 60 raise your risk of developing diabetes, memory loss, muscle atrophy, and exhaustion. Puffed white rice, which has a glycemic index above 80 and is higher than table sugar, is used in the majority of rice cakes. According to a 2020 study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology, seniors' post-meal blood sugar levels increased 200% faster when they had high-G foods, like puffed rice, than when they consumed whole grains. Aged cells don't react well to that increase, so your blood sugar remains elevated, leading to inflammation, oxidative stress, and nerve damage. Moreover, rice cakes don't satisfy your hunger. Their lack of fiber, protein, and fat prevents them from slowing down digestion or activating leptin. You get hungry more quickly, eat more snacks, and put on weight as a result. Rice cakes are a metabolic roller coaster that impairs energy, focus, and intestinal health. Despite the fact that many seniors believe they are a nutritious snack, regrettably, maltodextrin, artificial sweeteners, and sodium-rich coatings that raise blood pressure and harm the intestinal mucosa are frequently found in flavored rice cakes. Even simple rice cakes contain empty carbohydrates that lead to inflammation, bloating, and constipation by feeding the wrong gut bacteria. Think twice before consuming rice cakes as a nutritious snack. Instead, try whole grain toast with avocado or a handful of raw almonds. As you age, these decisions support digestive, muscular, and blood sugar health. Seniors should stay away from rice cakes, despite their seemingly innocuous appearance, as they are another fast carb that exacerbates problems. Second, despite their boasts of being colorful, crunchy, and vitamin fortified, the majority of boxed breakfast cereals are Among the most dangerous carbohydrates for seniors, the majority of boxes contain processed grains, added sugars, and chemical preservatives that affect blood sugar, digestion, and long-term health, such as corn flakes, honey clusters, and bran mixes. Cereal production is where the issue starts. During processing, the grain's fiber and germ are eliminated, leaving only quickly burning starch. Cereals that are puffed, flaked, or crunched are absorbed by your body just as quickly as glucose. Your pancreas releases insulin as a result of that increase, which is dangerous around age 60 since cells stop responding to insulin, and the insulin response slows down. This raises blood sugar levels, which results in fatigue, inflammation, and mental fog. According to a 2019 study published in the Journal of Gerontology, those over 60 who had processed breakfast cereal 5 or more times per week were 20% more likely to develop metabolic syndrome, which is characterized by high blood pressure, blood sugar, and abdominal obesity. Phosphates and emulsifiers included in the majority of these cereals damage the stomach lining and deplete calcium and magnesium. Because of the weaker bones and tighter muscles, there is a greater chance of falls and fractures. Corn syrup, barley malt, or fruit juice concentrate are ingredients that mimic sugar and can be included in whole grain or fiber-rich cereals under various names. Some conceal approximately 20 grams of sugar per serving. Cereal combined with low-fat milk slows digestion, adds sugar, and supports fat-free hormones. The solution: throw out the boxes. Simple breakfast options include cooked eggs on whole grain toast or unsweetened Greek yogurt. With chia seeds, cereal in a package could look like a speedy breakfast. Seniors may experience weight gain, blood sugar spikes, and morning energy slumps as a result. French fries come in first. These are priceless. They're crisp. They are irresistible to many seniors. But after 60, the most dangerous carbohydrate is French fries. Among other things, they have refined starch. They are high in salt and artificial preservatives, fried in inflammatory oils, lack fiber, and damage almost every organ in your aging body. You swallow a blood sugar bomb wrapped in a heart attack. By not eating veggies, the problem, the high glycemic index of potatoes alone causes blood sugar levels to rise rapidly. Their metabolism is destroyed, though, when they are thinned, fried in dangerous vegetable oils, and seasoned with salt and artificial flavorings. Seniors who ate fried potatoes at least twice a week, even with a balanced diet, had twice the risk of vascular stiffness and insulin resistance and a 36% higher risk of stroke. A 2023 study on diet and aging found that French fries destroy gut microorganisms. Many of them are prepared with repurposed oils that include acrylamide, a substance that causes cancer when starchy foods are fried at high temperatures. After the age of 60, your brain and muscles require B12, magnesium, and folate, which these drugs limit, promote inflammation, and damage your intestinal barrier. Salt, too. No one consumes a single serving of frozen fries or fast food, which contain more than 300 milligrams of salt. Overload puts strain on the kidneys, stiffens arteries, and raises blood pressure. Ankle edema, heart failure, and cognitive fog are all made worse by the combination of fatigue and the glucose load. For emotional consolation, French fries are lethal. They are more difficult to avoid because of their associations with takeaway, burgers, sandwiches, and group dining. They have a major effect on circulation, metabolism, and cognition. After 60, each bite either spreads illness or heals. Bake sweet potato wedges with herbs and olive oil if you enjoy potatoes. People who often consume French fries ought to understand that they are not a sinful treat. They slowly sap your life force, lucidity, and longevity. Your body handles carbs differently if you're over 60 compared to when you were younger. The wrong carbohydrates now hit harder, stay longer, and cause more harm. Quick digestion. White bread, rice cakes, and French fries are examples of fiberless carbohydrates that cause inflammation, pancreatic fatigue, and blood sugar elevation, slower thinking, weakened muscles, erratic energy, and a higher risk of Stroke, diabetes, and early frailty are some of the long-term effects. Carbs aren't always terrible. Sweet potatoes, steel-cut oats, and lentils provide gut-healing fibers, nutrients that build muscle, and slow-burning fuel that reverses many of the consequences of aging. These carbohydrates support the bacteria, stabilize blood sugar, and repair your body before it breaks down. When taken daily, they can protect your joints, help you stay mentally alert, and provide you the energy you need to maintain your independence. Aging is accelerated or slowed by every carbohydrate you consume. No compromise. One of the best things you can do for your health after 60 is to consume the right carbohydrates and stay away from the worst offenders. Avoiding carbs is not necessary. Just let go of those who are subtly against you. Any queries or remarks should be posted below. Thank you for viewing.